Yo guys, what is happening? Welcome back once again to another video on the channel. So I want to kind of go on a bit more about the video I talked about yesterday, where I'm talking about, the Infinity Ward, the new update with silent footsteps and all, that kind of stuff, what people want in the game, like fixing the minimap, talking about shoot house in a bit more, detail now that I've played the game a lot longer. So a lot of people are saying to me, oh, Si, why did you do a positive video last video? And I'm going to answer that right at the start of the video, because I'm sure that's what a lot of people are going to want to hear and kind of hear my logic behind that. So, by no means is Shoot House, an actual decent map. Okay, let's get it straight. If you put Shoot House in any other Call of Duty game, well, any of the other good ones, let's put it that way. So, let's use Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2 as my examples. It would still be the worst map in those games. It would, but because of, well, how bad the map design is on, this year's Call of Duty, how bad the map design is, that this, even though it's not a good map, even though it's still a bad map, it's the best bad map in this game, if you get where I'm coming from. Even though it's still a bad map, it's the best map in this video game. That is basically, what it is. Now, when I mean it's a bad map, okay, it's a traditional 3-lane map, it's a small map, okay, that isn't the reason it's a bad map. It's a bad map because the spawns in it, can ruin it at times. I've had people spawn in front of me where I've been one off a streak, like a care package or something like that. You all know I'm a runner gunner, so, it's very rare I get the high streaks. I'm, playing this game to win, not get kill streaks. I'm not camping for kill streaks, so to speak. I was just about to get the care package. Somebody, spawned looking at me from behind, shot me in the back. Now, that is just bad game design. It's bad map design. It's just Infinity Ward are just bad at making Call of Duties now. There was all this hype that, oh, they're having these old map designers come back, and I'm like thinking, well, what has gone wrong here? So now I've cleared that up with you all. I want to talk a bit more about the update. Now, people are coming back and saying to me that, well, I can still hear footsteps. Now, I can still hear footsteps, but I can only hear footsteps like I could in other Call of Duty games when people weren't running dead silence. It no longer sounds like you're a bloody baby elephant running around the map. And I know this is the case because I can obviously wear my headset, and I'm also getting the drop on people. So when people are camping in a building, I've got EOD on, I run through the Claymore, obviously Claymores, even though I'm still getting killed by them in one hit, which isn't supposed to happen, but anyway, I'll talk about that in a bit. So I run through the Claymore, and I still manage to get the drop on them because they're not waiting there. They can't hear me from miles away, waiting for the Claymore to go off, and then running around the corner and shooting me in one bullet, because obviously I'm virtually dead anyway at that point. So they've definitely changed the footstep audio. There's people out there saying they've not changed it on my videos. And I know a lot of you guys are very passionate like me about the game, but come on, they've definitely changed them. I know people want silent, totally silent footsteps, and I'm all for that. They need to bring in, a perk 2, which has dead silence. You can either choose dead silence, you can choose ghost, one or the other. You can't have both, because obviously then it's going to be, well, it's going to mean that people are just going to choose, dead silence for perk 3 or 1. Well, let's say, for example, they put into perk 3, they put dead silence. So you're going to have perk 1, EOD, or overkill, depending on what game mode you're playing. Perk 2, you're going to have ghost, and perk 3, you're going to have dead silence. So, yeah, you've got to put it in perk 2. Maybe put point man or something into perk 3. Mix them around a bit, because the perks are definitely not balanced at the moment. Everybody and the mother runs ghost for perk 2. There's really no other, option at all. So yeah, the EOD, apparently now you're supposed to be able to use EOD, and Claymores don't want it kill you. Well, I've been want it killed quite a few times. Yet again, they've obviously got something wrong with the game design. Like I say, I've got no confidence in Infinity Ward to actually fix this game. They've got no idea. They're out of the depth. They've got no idea what they're doing. These multiplayer game designers, who we're hearing who are working on this game, they've not even worked on any other decent games of this size anyway.
I just think at this point that Infinity Ward just aren't a good enough development team to, even get the job of making Call of Duty, because they're just not good enough. They all, used to cry years ago about, well, we need 3 years to make a game. 2 years isn't enough. We're going to have to bring a third developer in to make a 3-year cycle. Yeah, we're getting less content on day one. You know, everybody's going, oh yeah, great, a new map in this game, but we've only got 7 6v6 multiplayer maps, and I've been told by a good friend on Twitter, if you don't follow me on Twitter, guys, follow me on Twitter, at your boy CyB. I was told on Twitter that some of the older Black Ops games had 14 6v6 playable maps on release. Yeah, on release of this game we only had 6, now we've got one more which was rushed out to make it 7. I know we've got Ground War this time, but even though I was kind of excited about Ground War, initially I play COD because I want to play a COD game. You know, if I want to play a Battlefield style game, I'll go and buy Battlefield. Battlefield is a better version of Battlefield, and Call of Duty is a better version of Call of Duty. I don't want to mix match, you know, of content. I'm sure the Battlefield fans are actually, you know, happy because they've got a, you know, COD version of Battlefield this year, which is closer to Battlefield 4 than what Battlefield 5 is. And obviously, you know, Battlefield fans are going to start, you know, getting a few, you know, bits of salt in their eyes, you know, crying, you know, with me saying that. But, you know, it's pretty much true. Call of Duty this year thought, well, Battlefield's been so bad for God knows how many years now, let's try to get some of those Battlefield fans on board. And yeah, unfortunately for us, COD have actually forgot about, you know, the people who, you know, played the 6v6. We all know that there's terrible, terrible game design choices here. You know, like before the before the footsteps were nerfed, you'd have, you know, team deathmatches capping out at 40 kills. 40 kills in a 10-minute team deathmatch, where we used to get 75 kills in about 6 or 7 minutes most of the time. You know, bad game design. Domination, okay, that's okay, you know, there's not much wrong with that. But nonetheless, you know, you're getting like 15 kill domination matches. People used to get 50 kills, you know, on 6v6s. And then 9v9s used to get 100 kills. My score per minute, I've talked about it before, is about 195 on this game. Years ago, I was getting over 400 score per minute. You know, the game is boring, and it isn't just one or two, you know, little mistakes they've made. Literally everything they have done in Infinity Ward, they've messed up. You know, there's nothing they've got right. Okay, there's things they've not done this year, which is kind of doing the right thing, like specialist weapons and abilities. You know, and everybody's slating this game, and we haven't even seen the deceptive, you know, microtransaction, you know, battle pass system they're going to have. Which is obviously going to be cancerous. You know, they've already said there's going to be no supply drops in the game this year. I still wouldn't bet my life on it that they don't come at some point, because obviously it's all about the money for Activision. And Infinity Ward are just little bitches for Activision, let's be real here. You know, they've got no input, you know, whatsoever on the monetization system of this game. They've just got to kind of create one which, you know, doesn't gain mainstream media coverage, because obviously at the moment, guys, in the gaming community, it looks like they're going to get banned at some point. You know, the loot box kind of, you know, FIFA pack type of stuff, you know, where you're just paying a small price to get something what you really, really want. Virtual currency bollocks, I don't care if it's virtual or not. Still gambling, still the same principles, it's just virtual currency instead of real world money. So yeah, 3 years to make a game, they can't even get the challenges to work. The challenges don't work. I've been trying to win 5 objective game modes to get some, you know, XP bonuses and stuff, and cool stuff, you know, like getting so many kills and all that. It doesn't work. The challenges don't work. The challenges don't work. I've still got killed the odd few times with a Claymore, even though I've got EOD on. You know, I've had full health, run around the corner, Claymore's killed me in one. EOD is not supposed to do that. But they could fix this game quite easily, you know, with some of the annoying things by having perks. You know, why don't we have engineer perk in this game, you know, in perk 1, you know, or perk 3? You know, why haven't we got, you know, like the delay perk? I can't remember what it is now. There was a perk in an old COD where you'd run through a Claymore and it'd delay it slightly. You know, there's ways around it, but like I've said, it's Infinity Ward and bad decisions they've made as a development studio. And obviously, don't get me wrong, you know, yesterday's video, they've obviously just trying to, you know, repair the damage. And it is a very, very, very tiny baby step, you know, what they did yesterday. They said they've fixed things, they haven't. They can't even fix the game correctly. You know, like I've said, Claymores are still killing people with EOD on at full health. You've still got the challenges not working, which I think they said they'd fix those. But yeah, getting killed, spawning in front of somebody on the new map. Getting shot in the back from somebody spawning behind me on the new map shoot house. We've got a lot of work to do, guys, but at least they started to listen to the community. Hopefully they can fix the minimap. That's the next one I want them to do. But yeah, they've got a lot of work to do, guys. The perks are garbage in this game. Like I've said, Ghost is pretty much you go to EOD perk 1 and then perk 3. You can pretty much have whatever you want. But like I've said, guys, I've got no confidence they're going to fix this game or at least do it properly. I think the intention's there, the good intentions to actually do it. I just think they're not good enough as a development team anymore to fix the game. But my name's been Simon B1471. I'm actually even thinking about changing my name to your boy Cy B, just because it sounds better than Simon B1471. I don't even know why I chose that originally. Let me know, guys. Do you want me to keep my name the same, or do you want me to, you know, kind of rebrand to your boy Cy B? Let me know in the comment section. But thank you everybody once again for watching. Like I've said throughout this video, guys, you know, it's a baby step, but they've got a lot more work to do. But like I've already said, you know, just a couple of moments ago, I don't even think they've got the expertise to actually fix this game without breaking something. It's a bit like Battlefield, you know, where they was fixing stuff and then they kept breaking the game. Yeah, I just think these Infinity Ward especially, just haven't got the expertise and the people there to actually make a good Call of Duty game. Thank you for watching, guys. Love you all. Goodbye for now.